So here she is, Oldrat's Cafe Racer Jobby. Hope you like her. I'm in love with her. Let's have a look around. Turn it sideways, I think. Right, what do you think? You'll notice that the tank has got a Zagato badge on. That's in tribute to the Zagato company, famous for their lightweight Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo sports cars, aluminium bodied sports cars, very successful. And in part with acknowledgement to Ben Part and his iconic Motor Guzzi Zagato. Right, let's have a look at it. Okay, start at the back. First thing you notice, obviously, is the seat, integrated light, and that's the stop and tail light. You'll see that the rear frame has been chopped off above the shock absorber, and the frame tails have been swept up a little bit just to follow the line of the seat there. If you look carefully, you'll see a lens in there. They're the rear indicators, just hiding in there. Olin shocks on the back. We've got Zagato 916 brakes on the front and rear of this. They're my own hangers, designed and made them up in MDF first of all to make sure they fit. Got all the holes in the right places, they worked, and then got a friend of mine to machine them up and got them anodised. Likewise, the rear hangers for the rear sets, Simon Barleycorn rear sets, they're a work of art, they're beautiful. The rear hangers, again, made up in MDF, make sure they fit, holes, everything's in the right place, got them exactly right. Then took the measurements, drew them out, and got a friend of mine to machine them up, and got them anodised. The exhausts are quite special, made by a guy, handmade by a guy, Ray at OS Pipes. Works with Nigel at MBS. Nigel's looked at the engine for me, and the engine's completely rebuilt. It's a 950cc. It's got larger cylinders. It's got 36mm pumpers. It's got straight inlets into the cylinders, and it's got the polished stacks on the back with the brass wiring over there, which is set off nicely, I think, by the brass petcock covers. And I love those inlets, the way the carburetor just sits there, as opposed to pointing inwards. Just over here, you'll see a plain black side panel. Nothing special about that, but the whole ethos of this bike is the closer you look, the more you see. From the detail, let's see if we can capture this. No, not on this side. There we are. Can you just see that? A hidden Zagato logo in the seat panel, the side panel. Now, one thing about these side panels are that the clips that hold them onto the frame actually come off, and you can take both sides off and take the clips off, and you can see right through. So if you're a fan of the see-through Cafe Racer frame, then that's ideal. What else have we got? Yeah, mucked about the linkage, had to weld up some gear linkages to make the rear sets fit. Moving around, we've got the German oxide indicators on here, which I love. Very classic, very special. On the handlebars, we've got the top yoke with the the handlebar mounts have been removed. Trouble with doing that, and a lot of people that do that, are left with 4 horrible holes here. So it was Ray at Ozpipes actually that said, I'll machine them out, get a nice crisp finish there, and we'll just pop some bolts in there. The holes that are left normally, because it's angled, they're quite unsightly with the screw threads sticking through. While we're up here, you'll notice quite obviously that the headlamp's a little bit special. It's a metal headlamp which I've welded a framework into and embedded a Motor Gadget Motorscope Pro in there along with the starting button. I started off with a red one, but actually tried to keep the colours down. So essentially we've just got silver, black and gold really, and this yellow button matched the silver and gold. I'll show you that Motor Gadget in a bit of time. Also, while we're up here, you'll notice the fork tops. These are not standard Motor Guzzi. These are actually Suzuki GSXR forks. Coming around to the front, you'll see they're standard original Motor Guzzi forks. That sticker gives it away. They've been tweaked by a company called MCT. Darren at MCT looks after a lot of race bikes. There's shoehorns some Suzuki GSXR internals into there, and they're wonderful. Just staying up here, we've got the Rizoma brake fluid reservoir for the front. These are quite special. Brembo RCS integrated master cylinder and brake levers. The thing with the Guzzi is that the front brakes, well, the brakes are hydraulic, but the clutch lever is cable. When I spoke to Brembo, the guy especially made me up a cable one, and now this is an option. So it's a matching RCS cable, classic connector. As you can see, Motor Gadget switches and the original throttle, which is just right, a Tomaselli throttle. Coming around to the front, you can see those original forks, that beautiful Motor Guzzi V-twin, polished heads, original Barani wheels, polished rims, new stainless spokes, but of course those huge Ducati 916 brakes. And you see their bespoke hangers that the calipers are sitting on. Again, I made those out of MDF. Bit sure they're not MDF now. They're machined in a material called dural type of aluminium alloy. Deep sump. Still got a side stand and centre stand, which is quite unusual. What else can we say about it? Motor Gadget throughout, no fuses at all. Stainless breather pipes. I think we better start her up. Right, got the fuel on. Both sides. Let's put the choke on. Now, one thing about this is that it's actually keyless ignition. Now, I noticed with the digital camera and the digital interface on the Motor Gadget Pro scope that actually you can't read the scope very well. But hey, here goes. So, if I touch the RF, I don't know if you can pick that up. Yeah, we're coming to life. As I say, it doesn't read too well on digital photography. But here we go. Let's have a listen and see how it stands. Well, I better close the garage door first. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with all the fumes in there. Here we go. Ready? There you go, folks. One Zagato Guzzi, or Guzzi, as it should be called.